laptop. My laptop is kind of really slow. I know that I haven't been posting a lot on my YouTube. I have been doing TikTok love readings, and so now I'm trying to get back a little bit on my lives, okay? Thank you guys for 76 subscribers, and again, we have 1,000 videos and then some for you guys to enjoy, watch, and share and subscribe. Now, on part one of chapter 5, we kind of got into some exercises like exercise 20 on how to connect on getting into like that brainwave that's good for you guys to enter into dreaming and how to get psychic messages and things of that nature. We are going to pick up where we stopped and carry on, okay? Again, please watch my lives. Our witchy read is all about books that I have, and we are reading The Everyday Psychic by Karen Harrison. All right, a practical guide to activating your psychic gifts. This is good for people who are professional, for baby witches or beginners, as well as people who are kind of still in the between. All right, okay. It's serious now, guys. Glasses are off. For you guys who don't know who I am, in case I didn't go over there and introduce myself, hello. My name is Nyx Mirakuma. I'm the owner of Mirakuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. You can watch my videos that are not witchy related, as well as the creator and host of Dark Minds and Butterflies, as well as Barar, which is vent and rhythm, rhythm and rhyme. I am not the creator of Witchy Reads. Witchy Reads has been around for a while, so I'm just somebody that also participates in it. Okay. Please leave your comments, and I'll make sure that I read them. Stop by and say hello. Okay. All right, now let's get started. I may accidentally mispronounce certain words, so I apologize in advance. Up on the energy surrounding the events, inadvertently, without you purposely seeking it out. You can also initiate receiving precognitive information via your dream by determining exactly what future information you want. When you are working towards this goal, first you will decide what you wish to obtain knowledge about. Maybe you are curious about a future mate or soulmate. Me personally, not all about the soulmates. Had one, didn't work out. It's more of just bad experience, but hey, you never know. If you ask politely, I think the universe or the higher power may actually give you, a hint or two about who your special person is going to be, whoever she, he, or they. Okay, no discriminations. The success or failure of an important project you're working on, or whether or not you will be offered the job you just interviewed for. Maybe you want to know the gender of a pregnant friend's baby. When you are working to receive information within your dreams, you may find it more relaxing and easier if you sleep alone, particularly if you're habitually sleep with a person or animal who is restless during the night. Okay, maybe so that way you can be able to relax and sleep fully without being disturbed is why that's put in there. Okay, you don't want to be trying to get visions and things and messages, and you got somebody on the side of you who keeps waking you up. That's probably not going to give you some solid info. Sorry, I have a bad habit of biting my nails and things. Okay. Donde, aquí. There it is. Sleep with a person or animal who is restless. During the night, you will prepare by eating a very light dinner and abstaining from both caffeine and alcohol that day. Take care of all your bedtime rituals prior to reclining so that your body will not need attention during your sleep cycles. Wear loose, wear loose, comfortable clothing that will not twist around you or bind any part of your body. Unplug the phone and make sure that any animals in the household have their evening needs met before you retire. As well, you may want to utilize a scent that helps you relax while you engage while you're engaging your psychic senses by burning a small amount of essence, lighting a scented votive candle, or anointing your third eye with essential oils. I was about to say, lavender, jasmine, and sandalwood are really good. Okay, so jasmine, sandalwood, wisteria, or neroli are all beautiful scents that work well for producing psychic results. Lavender, mugwort, mint, vervain are also good. I used a lot of mugwort back in the day, man. I used to smoke it and burn it and just I loved fucking mugwort, man. It helped me relax and go to sleep and just really protected me in certain ways. But again, everybody has their things, okay? These are also something that will really help you. This is coming like from a pro. Okay, psychic results. Do not use any sleep aids such as sleeping pills. You want to keep your mind and your impressions as clear as possible for the process. You may want to, oh, pardon me, I'm sorry. You may want to engage in some gentle stretching exercises or yoga asanas to help your body relax when you lie down. One of my siblings does yoga, and you know what? They said it really helps with de-stressing. I need to get into it. Me personally, I used to do a lot of Tai Chi. Like Kung Fu and things of that nature was like my go to for everything. Anyways, we are going to be learning exercise 21, preparing for psychic dreaming. When you are ready to retire, lie down and cover your body with just enough blankets so your body will be comfortable. Temperature will be a comfortable temperature for the night. Okay. When you are ready to retire, go to sleep, lie down, and cover your body with a just enough blanket so that your body will be a comfortable temperature. For the night, you may want to make yourself restless because you're too hot or too cold. Begin to relax your body and your mind, engaging in your meditative breath, slowing your breathing, exhaling any stress, allowing your muscles of your body to feel as if they are slowly melting. Sometimes I like to imagine that I'm a rag doll filled with sand, and I focus on all of the sand escaping from my hands and feet as I gently flatten out into complete relaxation. Let your mind empty of everything except questions that you seek, questions that you are seeking to answer in your dream. Repeat the question in your mind in a languid fashion. So I would say, I think it was language. See, I know the word. Do I know how to pronounce it? No. But I would say in other ways, like when you're doing this, okay, I normally do this with meditation. I may ask the universe, like, hey, after I'm done, after I'm in like a more calm state, if you'd be so kind to give me a sign or something. And I ask it in like a very like gentle if I can, I try to remember to be gentle, respectful, and kind. Like, oh, I was just kind of wondering, can you help me? Like, show me what are kind of holding me back. How can I be able to do this? May you show it to me in this way. Sometimes I ask for signs, then they'll give it to me in a sign. It may take a few days for you to get your answer, okay? All right. Languid fashion. Keeping a gentle focus. Just drift off to sleep naturally with the expectation that you will receive the answer you are opening to. Have a journal or a type of recorder at the ready by the bed in a position that will make it easy to reach so that you can help immediately record any images, feelings, and information you are received at the moment that you began to awaken. If you wake up in the middle of the night, record any impressions. So let's say that you're sleeping, okay? I know that you guys know. For those of you guys who are having trouble understanding, fear not. We're all learning things in our own time. Me personally, I don't really have a dream journal. I use my phone to record my dreams and to text what my dreams are. And that helps me whenever they come true. Because sometimes my visions, like, here's the thing, your visions are not like how it is in Hollywood or in TV shows. Your vision will appear to you, your abilities will appear to you in different ways. Sometimes my dreams are prophetic. That means that my dreams can predict future, past, or present. It also means that sometimes when I'm daydreaming or what I randomly see will be an image or a message. And learning how to decipher what's a daydream and what's a vision is what you're going to be learning while you're doing, like, reading and hearing this book, okay? So take it like if you wake up in the night, the first thing that you remember from your dreams, make sure that you record it, whether you write it down on a journal or whether you do it on your phone. That way, when you get up, you still have some of the messages that may be relevant. And also images, pictures, voices, scents, feelings, smells, and other clear like senses. You have like 8 of them. Um, they don't always tell you like A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3. It will be like deciphering a puzzle. And it will come clear as time comes by, okay? But a lot of times it's like solving a puzzle from the great divine or from your spirit guide, which we've talked a great deal on chapter 4. Again, watch my lives for witchy reads, and you'll be able to understand a lot of what I'm saying. But yeah, just something kind of like that, okay? All right. You guys are going to get commentaries on these types of videos, so I'm sorry in advance. But I know you guys love me and I love you guys too. All right. Just drift off to sleep naturally with expectation that you will receive your answer you are opening to. Have a journal or a tape recorder at the ready by the bed in position that will make it easy to reach so that you can immediately record any images, feelings, or information you received at the moment that you begin to awaken. If you wake up in the middle of the night, record any impressions, so any signs, feelings, exactly what you dreamt of or what you can remember of. Put it down in your recorder, write it down in your journal. Okay? It's going to be time to practice that, but it'll also strengthen your clear senses. Okay. Impressions that you have gotten thus far, so far, and go back to sleep. Anytime you awaken, Record that image or feeling you have experienced in your dream. Don't worry. Don't try to make complete sentences. Just write down the gist, summarize it, of what you are getting in single words or short phrases. You can fill it out. You can fill it in later when you are fully conscious state and you don't want to bring yourself out of your alpha or delta brain state by engaging. So, the best way to get messages is through these brain waves, which again we talked about in part 1 for chapter 5, as well as like the beginning, like when we started reading the Everyday Psychic. It talks about different brain waves and how they can affect you subconsciously and consciously. All right. Nonetheless. Okay, anyway. You're conscious. Sometimes I think you guys are sending me messages, but I guess you guys aren't. It's okay. Your conscious mind, engaging your conscious mind. So when your mind is awake, we're awake, so we're conscious. When we're unconscious, we're not really awake or alert. Your conscious mind in the morning, recording anything else you have received in your dream state the night before and get ready to face your regular waking day. During the night, you may have gotten a very clear message or image that gives you your answer, or you may have gotten several pieces of the puzzle, but not a definite, not a definitive answer. This is the case. If this is the case, work the next couple of nights with the same question and follow the same procedure of writing down what you are getting in your dreams or recording it anytime that you waken. Okay, I'm gonna get there. Hold on, guys. I have like my dinner-ish, like soup, my soda and stuff, my toast, and french fries all around because I have such a bad habit of not eating. All right, guys, we are now going to get into exercise 22. This is about spirit guide dreaming. Again, listen to chapter 4 on my live about how to contact your spirit guide, how to understand or at least like know when you're dealing with like a light divine spirit or energy or entity versus dealing with a negative toxic kind of aggressive entity energy or being. Okay, the dream state is very conductive to conversations with spirit guides of all types. You can utilize your dreams to make an initial psychic contact, to develop a relationship with a guide, or to engage in dialogue with a guide with whom you already have contact. You will follow all the steps as outlined above for precognitive dreaming. So if you're going to go through that way, make sure that you do what you just heard from exercise 21. I'll do my very best, guys, to like take pictures of the exercises and post them on like my post for my account so that way you guys can have them instead of having to find it in the lives. Maybe that'll be a little bit more easier for you. Okay, back on to this reading. Bum, ba-da-da. Okay, there we are. You will you will follow all of the steps as outlined above for precognitive dreaming. But for this type of guide dream work, your focus as you drift into sleep is on contacting a guide. If you do not already have a guide, that you have. Pardon me, man. Pardon me. Hold on. Yeah. If you do not already have a guide that you have in that you have established working relationship with, your focus will be on making that connection. Your thoughts while going into the sleep stage will be on opening to contact. You will state in your mind that you wish to contact a willing spiritual guide who has interest in your spiritual and psychic potential and growth for your higher good and the good of those around you. Again, please listen to chapter 4. I know some of you guys will hear this and be like, man, really? Yes. Because, like, I want you guys to understand, I got nothing against working with spirit guides and your spiritual team with a higher divine, okay? But there are entities and spirits and beings that are not for your well-being and that are not for your greater good, and they will manipulate and lie and deceive you. And if you don't know how to like protect yourself and learn like the difference between a healthy connection and a toxic connection, you can really mess yourself up. Chapter 4 is all about finding your spirit guide, connecting with your ancestors, connecting with your spirit teachers, your more divine or higher spiritual team and self. And I think it's really, 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 really important to know the difference and how to get rid of toxic, aggressive, and not okay energies, or at least to be able to tell the difference. Because at first, it may seem really nice, but then things don't feel right and things kind of feel off. Okay? The physical realm and the spiritual realm are two different things. And you can be surprised what kind of damage you can do to somebody in the spiritual realm that can also affect them in the physical realm. So please, 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 if anything, listen to chapter 4 of my live that I have on my account. Okay, or if you have this book on hand, go back to chapter 4 and read how to connect with your divine higher spiritual team. Okay, and how to avoid or not connect with negative, aggressive, or not okay vibes or energies or entities. Because some of them are not for you. Some of them are going to be really tricky and sneaky and deceiving. Be warned. Okay, be warned. You don't want to go through that. Just my opinion, but also my, advice. My heed to caution. Okay? I'm also going to put it on there. Like, guys, chapter 4 is important before you get to this chapter. Anywho, let us continue. Your focus will be on making the connection. Your thoughts while going into the sleep state will be on opening to contact. You will state in your mind that you wish to contact a willing spiritual guide who has interest in your spiritual and psychic potential and growth for your higher good and the good of those around you. As you begin to make contact within your dream, you may see yourself in a temple, in an open, airy glades, so a field, a beautiful, calm, peaceful field, or like grassy scenery, or within a warm, gentle mist. The contact may at first be via words or information you receive in your mind, but you may also see the form or image of the guide before you, seated or standing. The guide may appear to you in a human like form, as a spirit animal, an orb of light, or any myriad of ways. So, any type of way, okay? During the first contact, don't worry about any specific questions beyond getting the name of the guide and what, in general, they wish to teach you. As you work with your guide in your dream, in the future, you may have some specific questions about spiritual practice you are following, how to resolve a problem or conflict you are experiencing, what your next step should be in your spiritual development, or topics such as these. But for the first contact, just concentrate on what the guide's energy feels like. That will tell you a lot to you, so you can recognize it in the future dreams or when working with the guide in other psychic ways. I want you to understand your ancestors and loved ones that you really care about could also be the ones that are teaching you in the spiritual world. Sometimes they come and visit you. I feel like fucking Laffy Taffy, man. Okay. Past life dreaming can be fascinating. Hold on, am I really on the right one? I am indeed. Okay. Past life dreaming can be fascinating and illuminating. Knowing what type of experience your soul has had can give you understanding of what you have come into your lifetime. What have what you have come into this lifetime to achieve. You can get information about the spiritual connections you have with some of the important people in your present life and comprehend why you have the kind of relationships you have with them in this lifetime. In this time around. Knowing about your different past lives can help you understand why you react or feel the way that you do about particular places or people and can give you insight into some of your attitudes and behavior in this life. You can also discover what type of karmic debts you are here to repay and then make conscious decisions and choices about how to go about balancing those karmic debts, like precognitive dreams. Past life dreams can be presented to you without you working to link with that information, but you can also deliberately seek to reconnect with your past life in your dream. In your dream state, this past life can be one that you are already aware of but are seeking to understand more about, or you can also set up the past life dream experience to obtain information about a past life that has not yet been revealed to you. Now, on this exercise, this is how to obtain it and to be able to receive it, okay? Be careful when you guys are going in your past lives. I would say make sure that whenever you're doing like psychic dreaming, have protection always, okay? Make sure that you're not going over there and astral projecting or doing something that may end up hurting you in the end. I'm a worry wart. Me personally, I think it depends on the person. Because some people will be like, hey man, it's not really that serious. It's just experience. And I'm like, yeah. But tread carefully, man. It's just me. You do your psychic thing your own way. I think at the end of the day, learn the basics, obviously. And then as you're learning how you work with everything, you'll pick and match and kind of flow with where it works for you better. What may work for one person may not necessarily work for you. Okay? And that's all right. It's okay. But protection is a must. Okay? It's better to have something and not use it than need it and not have it. Alrighty. Exercise 23. Past life dreaming. For past life dreaming, prepare yourself in the usual way. If you are wanting to discover additional information about a past life you already know a little bit about, as you begin to drift into sleep, picture in your mind's eye, your psychic eye, okay, in your visual, the way that you looked in that life, or a familiar landscape, dwelling, or place that you have seen before when you have re experienced events in that past life. If you know your name during that lifetime, state it several times. 7 times you will state it, you'll say it in your mind, okay, in your inside. If you know your name during that lifetime, state it several times in your mind as you alter your conscious state of mind into the alpha brainwave state and relax your awareness into sleep. It may be the case in a past life dream that you are simply looking to discover more information about that lifetime. If this is so, just allow the scenes and experience of that life to unfold before you, come to you naturally. In your dream, if your purpose is to understand something specific regarding that lifetime, such as whether lessons you learned in that previous life are active gifts and abilities that you are using in this lifetime, or what karma you bring forward into this lifetime from the past. Have those specific questions at the front of your mind as you relax into sleep. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm taking time to eat while I'm doing this. Okay. Questions in the front of your mind. As you relax into sleep, as usual, be prepared to write or record any information you receive upon awakening. Exercise 24. Information retrieval in the dream state. So, how to retrieve information, okay? You can use your psychic dreaming skills to help you receive memories and information from your subconscious mind, as well as you floating, I'm sorry, from your subconscious mind, as well as you float into the dream state. Ask a specific question about whatever it is you are trying to recall. These can be mundane questions. Where did I put my passport? What is the math equation that explains waves of sound energy? They can also be more serious questions. What are the underlying issues regarding the ongoing health problems I am having? Where should I apply my energies right now? The memories and information that you are to recover, trying to uncover through this fishing in the subconscious mind to hook information does not only have to access memories contained in your mind. About you know by now that we are creatures of energy living in a space composed of more levels and layers of energy that are interconnected and that act upon and within our own personal vibration and energy waves at all times. There is something that the renowned, I'm sorry, no, I said it right, renowned psychologist Carl Jung termed the collective unconscious, and this level or realm of moving, fluidic energy sources. All that has happened still resides, and all that has the potential to happen exists. You can fish this repository for information, experience, and wisdom in your dreams as well. Just determine the question, pose it to your subconscious in your dream, and you can retrieve that knowledge as well. Some people called this collective unconscious repertory of wisdom. In other words, how would I explain it? I'm sorry, guys, hold on. Sorry, someone was messaging me. Let me try to see if I can put this thing down. Christ. Ugh. I look fucking bright as hell, man. And this will be better. We shall work with what we got, man. All right. It's a little bit better. Okay. So, like I was saying, right? Some people call this the collective unconscious repository of wisdom. So, as human beings, we can all connect to one another in a subconscious way. I would try to explain that the best way that I can. I will probably I will probably poorly explain it, but I'll try my best. Basically, you can get any information or almost any information that you seek through your subconscious mind, right? So when you're not thinking, when you're not alert like this, and you're in your dreams, you're in a relaxed, peaceful state, information comes to you a little bit more easier. And depending on what kind of answer, what kind of thing that you're trying to connect with, you can get it from other people. Information can come to you in a different way. And it may not be something that you obtain, like you have knowledge on. It could be a knowledge from another person. So, like, as a collective of human people, like human race, and like a group of us, actually, why I don't do things on my phone, but my my computer's still kind of laggy. Okay. Yeah. Experience, knowledge, and potential, the Akashic record. I butchered it, but I apologize. I tried. I gave it a go. Exercise 25, telepathic dreaming. Okay, let me have something to eat. We'll get into it. This is just Fanta, guys, for my thing. Man. Okay, exercise 25, telepathic dreaming. Perhaps you'd like to experiment with sending telepathic messages in your dream state. Maybe there is an individual with whom you have lost contact over the years. As you go into your dream state, visualize them in your mind and state their name from a friendly message or greeting as you go into sleep, and see it winging its way through time and space to your friend. Maybe you have a conflict with someone you value, and for some reason you cannot communicate with them through the usual channels of phone, letter, or email. Sorry. Mhm. Communicate with them through the usual channels of phone, letter, or email. Picture them in your mind's eye, state their name, and offer them a sincere apology and regret for for your part of the disagreement. As you move into your dream state, then Wait to see if they wish to respond to you in a waking state. They may not be receptive to further contact, and it is not ethical to continuously invade other people's dreams. If after the third try you do not receive acknowledgement or contact from them, drop it. Exercise 26. Retraining the mind using dreams. You can also use your psychic dreaming skills to awaken dialogue with your subconscious mind, to strengthen and reinforce habits you wish to develop. It is possible to access your subconscious through your dreams and transform habits that you wish to stop or that you are getting into that are getting in your way. It is within the subconscious mind that habit, good or bad, resides. When any type of behavior becomes habitual, a habit. I could have sworn I saw somebody behind me, man. Wild. Okay. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be burning some herbs in my room, man. Some things ain't some things are not what they're supposed to be, is all I gotta say. Alright, let's get into it. It is possible to access your we work that. Ah, behavior becomes habitual. We act upon it without consciously thinking about it. The habitual behavior has become a part of our instinctual reaction to the world. Often the easiest and most straightforward way to transform a habit is no longer wish to have. A habit you no longer wish to have is to work directly on it via your dreaming subconscious mind. Let's say that you are working on improving your follow through and motivation. Pick 2 or 3 keywords that really embody the concept that make up your goal. After you have prepared yourself for a working dream session, as you drift into sleep, repeat these words like a meditation mantra to yourself and direct your subconscious mind to show you a dream where you are engaging in the behavior you are working to install within yourself. Repeat the process several times a week. So basically, every day. 7 times a week is every day. Okay, there's 7 days in a week, every day, for a month, during a month's time. This is a form of lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is the process of being asleep and yet, while in the dream state, completely conscious. So, in other words, if you're good at lucid dreaming or you want to know what lucid dreaming is, lucid dreaming is the ability to be in a dream, to be asleep, okay, completely, and know that you are in a dream. You are unconscious, but you are conscious enough to know that this is a dream. I am in my dream state. I'm in my dream world. I'm in the dream realm, okay? And be able to be like really like, okay, this is what it is. I'm not in the waking world. I'm in the dream realm. It's possible. It takes practice to get there, but it's possible. So you can get there. It's not like for the most talented and gifted people. It can be anybody can do it. But it takes work. Okay? personally, I have to wear my crystals when I'm doing it because I end up astral. I don't know if that's just me. Like, you don't have to have crystals and you don't have to write down protective sigils on your body. I do because, like, I don't mean to, but I kind of drift to different places that I'm not supposed to be drifting to. If that makes sense. I'm a traveler that doesn't know the direction sometimes, and I end up traveling in places that are not so fucking friendly. You know? Just for my protection and safety, it's just me. Some people use it, some people don't. I think if you're a beginner, maybe have it until you're like more confident to where you don't have to have it. Protection is a must, obviously, but you decide on your own on how much you want to have it. Okay. Conscious of the contact and experience of the dream. As you choose to act or not act within the dream, lucid dreaming can be used to make deliberate changes in your psyche and waking behavior. If you are trying to transform a bad habit or rid yourself of a habitual behavior, a behavior that is also a habit, as you move into sleep, feel within your mind where in your brain that habit is lodged itself into. Once you have determined the location of the energy of that bad habit, visualize a cleansing light shining upon the area. Let the light dissolve the energy of the habit and allow you to breathe, to carry that energy out and away from your mind. Work with this visualization over a month's time, a couple of times a week. At the at the end of the month, return again to the area within your brain where you removed that bad habit. This time with the concept of the transformed habit, which you will mentally place in that location. For example, if your bad habit is that you're working to transform or your get rid yourself of involves overreacting, first locate your habit is lodged in the synapse of your brain. Next, using your visualization of light, dissolve that habit, and then use your exhaled breath to carry that energy away. This will be 1 month's work. The next step will be to replace that bad habit with a new behavior that you wish to exhibit, which for the purpose of this example will be replaced with a habit of overreacting with new habits of exercise. The second part of this dream working then will be to visualize yourself enjoying a brisk walk, a yoga workout, or performing a set of sit-ups. See yourself enjoying the behavior and implement that image in your mind. As you are drifting into sleep, you will find that in the waking life. Pardon me, guys, pardon. Yeah, I found it now. See yourself enjoying the behavior and implement that image in your mind. As you're drifting to sleep, you will find that in your waking life, you will feel drawn to this activity and will get a sense of enjoyment and feel and fulfillment from it each time that you engage in it. The gods and goddesses are playing bowling and baseball in the skies, man. It is raining where I'm at. You can also work within your dream state to reinforce your development of your psychic skills. As you relax into your sleep, visualize your mind opening. Pay particular attention to the area of your third eye and the location of your pineal gland. This is the gland located in the center of your brain, between the left and right hemisphere. The pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone and is just about the size of a piece of rice. Among the many functions it serves is that of regulating the sleeping and waking cycles through its secretion of hormones melatonin. As you begin to drift into sleep, moving from the waking beta wave state into the alpha wave state, visualize the color purple. Begin to breathe this color in to your auric fields, to your aura system. Let this color surround and be absorbed by your third eye and pineal gland, infusing them with psychic sensitivity and awareness. Next up, guys, we are talking about exercise 27. Exercise 27 with the spirit world through dreams. Sorry. I'm going to finish. Yeah, I'm going to finish this chapter. And then tomorrow we can read chapter 6. I'm trying to get into a better, healthy habit because I have a really ugly habit of overdoing things and then killing myself in the process. So I'm trying to pick up healthy habits to do stuff. Trying to get around to sleeping around 10 or 11, and it's about 9:30. So yeah. All right, guys. Exercise 27. Communicating with the spirit world through dreams. You can also utilize the openness of your subconscious during your dream state to make contact with loved ones who have passed away. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I've done this before. To talk to my grandfather and everything, and friends. State to make a contact with loved ones who have passed away. You may wish to make this connection to get an answer to a question that only that loved one has the answer to. You may wish to check in with them and see how they are doing in the spirit world. You could link to them in a dream to let them know that whether difference or difficulties the two of you had while they were living have been resolved or forgiven by you. If you would like to make this type of contact, allow yourself to get into the proper relaxed and open subconscious mind state via exercise of 21. Mind state as usual. Ground yourself and have an object linked that involves that person with whom you wish to have a contact. Their picture, a piece of jewelry, a letter, an article of clothing. This will help make the link stronger and easier to create. As you move deeper into sleep state, you see the person you wish to communicate with your mind's eye. Their name aloud or within your mind, and hold the object linked in your hands, or place it under your pillow. Usually, when you when you use dreams to contact someone you knew when they were living, you will see them as they were in their body when alive. While you are involved in this dream contact with your loved one, You may experience their dream presence in what feels like a physical way. In your dream, you may sit down at a table with them. You might meet them in a park. They may appear at the door of your home, or they may simply suddenly be by your side. Occasionally, you may not see them at all and will only hear their voice as they answer your questions or dialogue with you. But either way, that you make the connection, record the experience and information you receive in your dream journal, so that you will be able to reference it in the future as needed. You may also find that after you have made this dream connection, your deceased friend or family member in the future may, when they have something impart to you, important to impart to you, they will use your dreams to do so. That is true. That is true. After you have made the initial contact, they will feel free to communicate with you on their own. They will. They may come to you in different forms. I know like one that I really love having to visit comes to me in different forms. But like they look like, I know it's them. For the most part, I know that it's them. But they'll come to me dressed like a police officer, a soldier, or something, or like just somebody, like I'm small and I'm young, and they're the way that I remember I was like a kid or something. So it's like, it's nice. They come when they want to come, but I'm always happy to get visits from them. Yeah. For any type of active psychic work, we're off the exercise, guys. Now we're on to chapter 5. For any type of active psychic work with your dreams, you will want to set the proper stage by doing your best to ensure that you will have a quiet, uninterrupted period of time to commune with your inner psyche. Hence the need to sleep in a place where you will not be brought out of your work by a restless sleep partner, or a ringing phone, or the physical need to visit a restroom. You will want to schedule your night for psychic dreaming when you can sleep in, if you like, and not have to be awakened by the alarm clock. Although you will experience dreams all night long, many times it is the dreams you experience just before waking that contain the most information or clear psychic connection. You will want your period of, you will want your period of returning to, I'm sorry, hold on, guys. I'm confusing myself. Oh my God. My back. Oh, I'm 30 years old and I feel like I'm 90. I feel like I'm a fucking 90-year-old warrior, man. Out here kicking ass and shit. I'm sorry to you guys who use this to help sleep, and I'm just here going on random tangents, Like right before you sleep, I start giving commentary. Lo siento, I'm sorry. Truly, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. You will want your period of returning to your conscious waking state after dreaming to calm and contemplative, giving you a chance to examine and remember all the dream information you obtained the night before. If the phone rings or the alarm goes off, you'll be jolted into consciousness, and the dream information will be lost for the time being. You may even want to follow the example of the ancients and create your own dream temple or a dream chamber in a special, separate room in your home for your spiritual and psychic dream use. This space would be in the quietest part of the house and easily temperature controlled. It would not be cluttered with lots of extraneous decorations and bric-a-brac, but would instead be almost austere in its function to look. So, in other words, simple, comfortable, and easy. That's what I can explain it, and at least that's how I got it. So, yeah. But would instead be almost austere and its function and look. You only need a small bed with enough covers to keep your body comfortable while you explore your subconscious via your dreams. A few candles, a small bedside table, which to place your dream journal or tape recorder, and curtains to keep out any light. Any type of decoration in the room should be appropriate to the work. A beautiful crystal clutter, a statue of a god or goddess associated with dreaming, sleep, or psychic inspiration, a picture or poster that inspirational to you in nature. You may want your dream chamber to be equipped with an essence burner and an incense that is conductive to psychic work. If you want scent but are sensitive to smoke, you may choose to use an aroma burner instead of utilize an essential oil and or essential oil blend to enhance your work. If you have found that you habitually forget your dreams or are not even sure that you do dream, you may want to begin taking mineral zinc in 100 milligram supplements to help you experience and remember dreams better. In addition to helping you remember your dreams, zinc is also good for skin, helps in brain neural function and quickness of healing the cuts and wounds. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow we'll talk about chapter 6, where we are talking about assessing your past lives, okay? As always, guys, please slay the day, be happy and be gay, and stay tuned for more. If you like what I do, please follow and subscribe for more. All right, guys. Sweet dreams, sweet mornings, and have a safe afternoon. Bye, guys.